Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In my previous video, I have showed you how you can build image assistant and document intelligence model using Azure. So in this video, I'm going to explore Azure OpenAI. So that is one of the interesting thing in Azure OpenAI services. So that is also comes under Azure AI services. So for that, I have to go to portal.azure.com. So I have already logged into portal.azure.com. So guys, if you didn't open your free account in azure.portal.azure.com, you can go ahead and open your free account. Otherwise it will be difficult to follow me. If you do hands on, then only it will be helpful for you. So this is portal.azure.com. So before starting guys, I want to tell you, please subscribe to my channel because that will be a great motivation for me. And if you're sharing or commenting in a video, then it will be a great motivation for me. And please go ahead and share and subscribe to my channel. Yep. So we can start with our video. So our playlist is almost going to an end. So there are few more things are remaining. Maybe one or two videos I'll make on Azure, and then I'll try to create a specific video where I can do the Azure exam for AI fundamentals. So I'll give you a tricks like how you can complete your AI Azure fundamentals. So for that also I will make separate videos. So in this particular video, we are going to explore Azure AI OpenAI services. Okay. So as I told in my previous videos, you have to go through Azure AI Studio or Azure AI Services. So if you do not have this option available under Azure Services, you can just click in this More Services and you will get this option. Okay, for me it is already available. So I'm going to Azure AI Services. I'm clicking this. So I do not have any services to display. I'm simply going to Azure OpenAI. Okay, because I'm going to create a service in Azure OpenAI. So I'm clicking this. In the left side, you can see like there is an option available called Azure OpenAI. So I'm clicking this, and you can see like I have already created a resource. So for you, I'll show like how you can create a Azure OpenAI resource. So for that, you have to simply click that create button. So if you click this, you will redirect to this page where you need to fill some details like resource group you need to select. So I have already created a resource group. I'm selecting this, and region is fine, and name you have to give some unique name like I'm giving a demo for my YouTube. So it is accepted. There is a green tick. Pricing tier you need to select, which is standard S0 is fine. And then you need to go next option. Next option you have to select all networks, and then you have to go again. Then you can skip those details. You don't need to fill those details, and then again click on next, and then it will verify whether all the details will be available or not. Then it will give you a create option, and then you can create your OpenAI subscription. Okay, so validation failed, so I have to check like what is the error. So insufficient quota, so it is showing because I have already created a resource. Okay, so for you, if you are creating for the first time, this pop-up won't come, this error won't come. You can go ahead and create the OpenAI resource. Okay, so I'm going to my resource where I have created the OpenAI resource. Okay, so this one is my resource. If I'm clicking this, it will open the studio. So the name of the studio is Test OpenAI Bot for me. I gave some unique name. Okay, so so there are, you can see like there are few options available like develop, explore and deploy, build better with generative AI, and monitor your Azure OpenAI usage. Okay, I will simply go and explore and deploy. So this option I'll go because I don't know what are the options available. Let's go to there and let's check what are the options available. So I have to go to Azure OpenAI Studio. This option I need to click. So if I'm clicking this, it is opening the studio. So this is the OpenAI Studio, guys. Okay, there are so many things available like Assistant Playground, Chat Playground, Bring Your Own Data, Completion Playground, and Image Playground. Okay, so you can select as per your requirement. So as this OpenAI module and OpenAI known for the uh, generative AI, so we can play with our chat completion or chat generation module. So in the left side, you can see like in Playground we have so many things available like chat assistant, real-time audio, images, completion, fine-tuning, batch jobs, deployment, quota. There are so many things you can go ahead and explore. And by the way, if you're creating the subscription for the very first time, you'll get a pop-up where you can see all the tours, like what are the options available and what you can do with your OpenAI services. So I will suggest you please go ahead through that, and you can just explore like what are the things you can do with Azure OpenAI services. So basically, I'm going to create a chat chatbot using this Azure OpenAI services. So for that, I have to go to chat playground. So I just need to click on try it now. So if I click this, it will open the Azure OpenAI chat completion playground. So this is the interface, guys. And so this is the option where you need to set up your deployments. Okay. Either you can create a new deployment, or else you can select the deployment like I have already selected GPT-4. Okay, so you can create something new as well. So for that, you have to click on the create new deployment, and from base models, you need to click, and there you can select like GPT-35 Turbo, this one, or there are so many 32 model 32K model is also available. So many GPT models are available. So I have already created one, selected one, which is GPT-4. Okay, so this is the context. Okay, either you are providing this or not, that will be fine. Okay, so let's see like how you can start chatting with your chatbot. So for that, you have to type a query. I am just typing, hi, who is the inventor of Python programming language? Okay, I think I did some spelling mistake. Language. Okay, let's see what is the answer is given by the chatbot. So it's giving like the Python programming language was invented by Guitofan Rossum and blah blah blah. So it is giving me the answer. And guys, if I'm typing the random question again, like hi, what is today's date? Okay, it will give some error. Okay, so this is the error. Okay, because this is a free tier and we do not have access to ask questions randomly. I have to wait for 40 seconds for the next question. Okay, but this is the way like how you can deploy your model and how you can test your model. Okay, so again after 40 seconds we can ask a question, another question, and you can provide your context as well. Okay, so suppose I'm giving a context. Your context is I am a boy and working for YouTube trainer. I am from India. So this is my context and I can ask the questions from the context. So after this I can save this. Okay, so I'm saving this and then I can ask the questions. So you can see like new chat session started. I can ask the question like what is what is my country? Okay, let's see what is the answer given by chatbot. So it is giving the answer from the context. Your country is India, which is absolutely correct, guys, because you can see like I have provided a context, and based on that only it is providing the answer. Your country is India. So either you have any context or specific context, you can provide it over here, and from there, if you ask the question, it will be giving answer from the context only. So guys, if you didn't gone through my Hugging Face tutorial, I am requesting you to go through that, because there I have provided context as a PDF file, and then I asked the question to Hugging Face model and it was also able to answer the question. Similar thing happens here as well. So if I'm giving the context, it will simply give you the answer from the provided context. Okay, so I think you can play with the other things as well, like images also we have. So I didn't try images. Let's explore what is under images. So let's go there. So describe the image you want to create, for example. So it is giving an example. Okay. So I'm going to try it now. Okay. Let's see. A polar bear. Okay. So this is the prompt given, and based on this prompt it is generating the image. So it may take few seconds of your time, maybe few minutes of your time, but it will generate an image and it will provide it to you. So I'll wait for a few seconds, and if it is not giving within few seconds, we can go ahead and we can just play with some other thing. And chat completion also is there, so you can use that chat completion as well. Okay, so it is just loading. So maybe I can go to chat only because we can focus on chat. Okay, so this is the way how you can use the chat completion or chat playground. And if I go to home and there you can see like build your own data, and you can fine tune this model as well. So there are fine tune tools as well, batch jobs as well. So I didn't explore this too. I will explore maybe in next videos. This video I'm focusing on chat playground. Okay, so this is my chat playground. And okay, so let's see how we can integrate with our Python module, how we can use this model with our code base. Okay, so for that I have to, you can see like there are prompt samples as well, import export option is also there, and view code as well. Okay, so if I click on view code, you can see like this is the code provided by them. So you simply have to copy this code and you have to use this in your code base. So go ahead and just try this. So for that I have to go to Google Colab. Okay, so if you have any other editor like VS Code or anything, Sublime Text, you can go ahead and use that. I'm not suggesting you to use only Google Colab. It is free to use, so you can go anywhere. You can use any of the editors. Okay, so I'm using Google Colab because I'm more comfortable with this. And if it is VS Code, that is also fine. So I'm just trying with some line, some random print statement because it will start the Python engine in backend. So I am giving some random print statement. So let me give this. Okay, so you can see like allocating runtime and connecting with Python 3 Google Compute Engine in backend. It will take, might take a few seconds of your time. So meanwhile, we can just see what is the code is. So this is enter ID authentication. This is not needed. You can just simply go to key authentication. Okay, so you can see like there are keys also available and API endpoint is also given. Okay, so I'll simply copy this code and we'll try to execute from Google Colab and see whether my code is working fine or not. Okay, but before that I will do one thing. I will remove the context. Okay, so I am removing the context because I won't provide any context, and we'll see whether it can be able to answer the questions without context or not. I think it can be answered because these questions I have asked without context. So let's see again it will work or not. So it is started. So I will go there in the Azure portal and simply view code, and I will copy the whole code. Okay, so you can just click on this icon and the whole code will get copied, and you have to paste this over your Google Colab. Control V. I have pasted. I have to replace my API endpoint and API key. So these two things I need to just replace. So first your API key. So for API key you have to scroll down, and this is the API key. So I can just view this because after this video I'll delete this API key anyway. So I copied this API key, and your API key is this. Control V. And image path. What is that? Image path. Okay, so fine. So image path, I think we do not have any image path. So basically, do we have any API endpoint? So we need to check for whether we have this endpoint or not. So this is the endpoint. Okay, so image path, I think we no need to provide image path. Anywhere we are using encoded image. Okay, so this is particularly for imaging thing. API key is API key, content type application JSON. Encoded image we are using anywhere. Okay, we are not using that. So I think we can remove this. So basically this is not needed. Encoded image we are not using anywhere. So I think we can remove this. And endpoint we can check like whether the correct endpoint or not. HTTPS test this one, and openai.azure.com. OpenAI deployment GPT-4 completion API version this. Okay, fine. So it is already provided. So let's try. I think I do not have any context. So system message I think I need to give. Okay, so where is the system message? Payload messages. Okay, this and send request response this. Okay, and system message failed to. Okay, so where we can pass the system message. So that thing I need to get. So basically, so we're not providing any messages. So we can do one thing. Okay, so basically we can provide some messages over here. So maybe I can ask the same question. Who is the inventor of Python? Okay, so this is my sample message, and let's see whether it is working or not. So it is showing like internal Python error in the inspect module. Below is the traceback or something, and TV frame object type has no length. Okay, so basically there is some issue. So array system exist and fail. I think in this line we had the issue. Okay, so let me execute this again, whether it is working or not. It should work. Well, it is not working, but let me try once. Enter the authentication. So basically client ID and client secret, resource and image path. Image path is not required at all. Let me try with something other. Okay, so I can do one thing. I can simply provide a context. Answer from the context. Answer only from the context. I am a YouTube trainer. I am from India. My age is 29. Okay, so I'm saving this. Okay, and let me see the code. Okay, so the code is written there. Okay, you should environment variables are okay. So this thing is already available. I think endpoint input is fine. I think whatever is given, that is fine. So let's try with this code whether it is working or not. If it don't work, then maybe I will pause the video and we'll come back in the next video, because I have to see like what is the issue. And let's try with this. Control C and control API key. I have to paste this over here. Image path, encoded image. I do not have any image. I don't know why it is coming as image path. So that thing I need to get clear. Okay, role system context text, and this one, that is also fine. Okay, let's try to execute this. I think I have to provide some system message. I don't know where I need to provide this. So I have to provide the image path as I told. Like I don't know. It is specifically for image path I need to give. Okay, so basically it is encoding or decoding something, but I don't know where they're using this encoded image, because there is no option where they're using this encoded image. Okay, so but that is the code only they have provided. Let me do one thing. Let me come back to the next video and I will describe you like how you can integrate this chatbot, or what actually you need to do. Okay, so those options I need to explore, and I will come back in the next video and I'll show you like how you can do that. And till then, stay tuned, and yeah, see you in the next video. Goodbye.